Welcome to our podcast. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of human-centered AI. Let's jump right in.
I'm really excited about this topic. So, what exactly is human-centered AI?
Well, it's about designing AI systems that focus on people, how we create them, who we involve in the development process, and ensuring they have a positive impact on society.
Right.
It's not just about the technology itself, you know?
So it's more than just building smart machines. It's about making them work for humans, right?
Exactly. And that means bringing together experts from different fields, computer science, psychology, ethics, philosophy, you name it. This
Yeah,
interdisciplinary approach helps us create AI that's safe, inclusive, and effective.
that makes sense. But how do fields like philosophy or law actually contribute to AI development?
They bring unique perspectives. For instance, philosophers help us consider the ethical implications of AI,
Mm-hmm.
while lawyers guide us on policy and regulation. It's crucial to consider these aspects to avoid unintended consequences.
Got it. With the rise of large language models, there are concerns about things like hallucinations, right?
Yes, hallucinations happen when AI models generate information that's not true. It's a significant challenge because these models are trained on vast amounts of data and might, make up facts.
Exactly. That's kind of scary. How do we address that?
We need responsible AI practices. That means being really careful about how we build and deploy these models, testing them thoroughly, and putting in safeguards to minimize errors.
Yeah,
It's all about, being proactive.
but isn't it tough when we don't fully understand how these models work?
It is challenging. That's why interdisciplinary collaboration is so important. We need diverse teams to look at these problems from different angles. It's
Right.
not just a technical issue.
So you're saying involving people from different backgrounds can help make AI better and safer?
Exactly. By including varied perspectives, we can identify potential issues earlier in the design process and address
Mm-hmm.
them before they become bigger problems.
Okay, but how do we actually implement that in practice?
One way is through education. For example, at Stanford, they have an embedded ethics program where ethical considerations are integrated into different courses. This
Right.
helps future AI developers think about the impacts of their work from the start.
That's a great idea. So rather than just a single ethics class, it's woven throughout their education?
Exactly. It's about changing the mindset and processes,
Yeah.
ensuring that ethical thinking is part of the entire development cycle.
But do you think that's enough? I mean, there are still cases where AI causes harm despite good intentions.
You're right. Good intentions aren't enough. We also need strong policies and regulations. There must be real consequences for misuse or negligence with AI.
Absolutely. That makes sense. So it's a combination of better design practices, education, and legal frameworks?
Exactly. And we need to make sure that the teams building AI are diverse and interdisciplinary.
Mm-hmm.
That way, we can catch issues early and create more effective solutions.
Speaking of education, what do you think about AI in classrooms? Is that a good idea?
Actually, I'm optimistic about it. AI has the potential to personalize learning, offer real-time feedback, and help students who might not thrive in traditional settings.
Yeah. But aren't there concerns about kids becoming too dependent on technology?
True, we need to be cautious. It's important to think about how AI interacts with students. Do we want AI to be a tutor, a companion, or something else? We
Exactly.
have to design it thoughtfully.
Yeah, we don't want to replace human teachers, but complement them, right?
Exactly. AI can assist teachers by handling some tasks, allowing them to focus more on personalized instruction.
Right. You mentioned earlier that the next few years might be rough for education. What did you mean by that?
Well, integrating AI into education will require changes in how we teach and evaluate students. There will be a learning curve and some resistance, but ultimately it can lead to a better
Yeah,
system.
I can see that. Change is always challenging, but in the long run, it could be beneficial.
Absolutely. In 10 years, we might look back and wonder how we managed without AI-enhanced education.
Right. That's exciting. But going back to AI development, do you think companies are doing enough to build responsible AI?
Well, some are making efforts, but there's still a lot of room for improvement. We need to change not just processes, but also team compositions. Diverse teams are more likely to catch potential problems early on.
Exactly. But is that realistic in a corporate environment where there's pressure to deliver quickly?
It's a challenge, but it's necessary. Companies need to prioritize responsible AI, even if it means taking a bit more time.
Yeah,
The long-term benefits outweigh the short-term gains of rushing products out.
I suppose reputation and legal risks are also factors.
Exactly. If companies neglect responsible practices, they risk damaging their reputation or facing legal consequences.
Right. So, in summary, building human-centered AI requires interdisciplinary collaboration, responsible practices, and a focus on the human impact.
That's right. By putting humans at the center of AI development, we can maximize its benefits and minimize potential harms.
Yeah. Well, this has been a really enlightening discussion. Thanks for sharing all these insights.
My pleasure. It's such an important topic, and I'm glad we could delve into it.